I just think the British spirit has been what has, I think, got a lot of people inspired and just fit the sense against a backdrop ordinarily. And these stories don't go away. We're painfully aware of that there are big stories out there that we will return to, and some of them we will cover this afternoon, but ordinarily we'll be talking about the cost of living and various other issues surrounding what it is to live in ye old 21st century. And some of that has gone on hold, and that's no bad thing. And I think the British spirit, the respect and the kind of things that we have seen has just been incredible. Unless, of course, you're a Celtic fan. And then it's a slightly different story, because Celtic fans, you might have seen, cause understandable outrage to some offensive banners about the death of the Queen in the Champions League match last night. Rangers defied UEFA's refusal to allow the national anthem to be played. Good for Rangers, I think we could say. The old firm rivals were responsible for some of football's most extreme responses yet to the passing of Britain's longest reigning monarch. The Celtic supporters displayed banners that read "F the Crown" and "Sorry for your loss, Michael Fagan," which is a curious reference to something that happened about 40-odd years ago when a man broke into Buckingham Palace. Didn't quite understand the topical nature of that. They ended up drawing over there in Warsaw, if that matters. The latter, the reference to the Buckingham Palace man, just seemed to be a very curious way of articulating your anti-monarchy position. But it's worth picking. Can I just ask the question, why? Why would you feel the need to display your anti-monarchy credentials in such a graphic, public and clearly an offensive manner? Well, why would you want to do that? Can anybody shine a little bit of light on that? 0344 499 1000. What makes it interesting? I'm always confused by this. When people make big banners, there's a lot of effort that goes in to making a big banner. Where do you go for a banner? Do you go to the banner shop and say, "Could I have a banner, please? I'd like it. How long do you..." It's 32 feet by 8, please. Yeah, we got one of those on. Mick, get the 32 by 8 banners out, please. Oh, yeah, and 18 litres of paint that favours the letter F. And we'll just whip up a banner. Then we'll pack it up and we'll carry it across countries so that we can show our disquiet, so that we can display our, in this case, anti-monarchy sentiments. But we won't do so in a respectful manner or an intelligent manner. We'll do so in full-blown halfwit mode. That's what we'll do. We probably won't even spell it correctly. So that's the thing to do, isn't it, when somebody's died? You know, throw in a few profanities and some cheap, untopical gags. So none of it really works, but the effort, I think that's the bit that sort of fascinates me. And you, of course, you could ignore these people, and naturally you would. These aren't people you want to be caught having a drink with in a pub. These aren't people who function in the same way as us. So a few toothless simpletons over there in the Celtic fan club decided to make some banners. Presumably they made them and then popped them into their suitcase, jumped on a plane. You've got everything. You've got passport. Yeah, passport. You've got your tickets for the match. You've got tickets for the match. Change of clothes in case it rains. Yeah, change of clothes. Banner. Oh, yeah, banner. I got my banner. Yeah, well, with the F word. You got that one? Got the profanity, Mick? Yeah, got the profanity. That's a lot of effort, right? That's a lot of thinking about stuff. Oh, I better pack my banner so that I can make my comments about the Queen known to the world, even though you probably don't really think that stuff anyway. Who would? Who would wish to, in any shape or form, celebrate the death of somebody so publicly and be happy to have your face shown alongside as you hold up the offensive wording for the world to see? It's all shades of extraordinary, frankly, and I am just tempted to ask, why? What's the psychology there? I mean, I guess the short answer is simply that you want to make a bit of a stink, right? Yeah, you don't feel much for the monarchy. If you're a Celtic fan, that would be more pronounced certainly than if you were a Rangers fan. It would be the very antitheses of all of this. So no issue on divides or disquiet or dissent or different views. The need to do so publicly and so offensively, that's the bit that I'm kind of into. You might just think, well, you know, it's a time where a lot of people are mourning. It's a time when somebody has died. People have lost their mother, their grandmother, their cousin, their aunt, etc. You might just think with that in mind, you'd just leave it alone, wouldn't you? Not sit there for... I mean, I reckon it took a good few hours to knock up the banner, get all the letters right, get all the bits and pieces, write your slogan. What should we do? We want a slogan. Something topical. Yeah, what about that incident where a bloke broke into Buckingham Palace 40 years ago? What was that all about?